President Trump says he will put a 25% tariff on all foreign vehicles and auto parts imported into the U.S. While signing the executive order Wednesday, President Trump said this will encourage automakers to move their operations to the U.S. While he estimates the import levy will generate between $600 billion and $1 trillion over the next 2 years, he also conceded there would be a transition period before Americans reap the benefits of his tariffs-led foreign and economic policy. Now, this is set to take effect along with several other tariffs on April 2nd, which the president has dubbed Liberation Day for America. Brian Moody joins us now. He's the executive editor for Kelley Blue Book, a guide that helps buyers find market value prices for new and used vehicles. So thanks for being here. I mean, how soon could car buyers feel the impact of this?
Well, it depends on model by model and brand by brand, how much inventory they have. If this goes through, we could see some prices go up as soon as May, but it won't be as easy as every car, every brand, all the same. It will vary from make to make.
And President Trump says this will boost U.S. automakers, but very few cars are 100% made in the U.S. Plus, it takes time to move operations stateside. I mean, what are some short-term and long-term effects on the U.S. auto sector?
Right, that's true. I think what most American consumers would be surprised by is that the traditionally domestic brands may not actually be built in the U.S. And traditionally, cars thought of as imports are already built in the U.S. We're seeing one example in Savannah, Georgia. Hyundai has a gigantic plant there where they're not only going to make 3 different brands of electric cars, but they're also going to source the batteries on site. That kind of thing is going to help, but like you said, that takes years to put in place. I wouldn't be surprised if some kind of credit for moving the operations comes in at some point. We don't know that. This is all just speculation, but different brands are going to have a different impact based on the price, inventory, and the parts content of their cars, not just the car as a whole.
What about new versus used?
Well, new cars will certainly be impacted greater and in the beginning, but what's going to happen is if new car prices move up, used car prices tend to follow that. And there's one thing to keep in mind with regard to used cars. All the cars that we did not build new in the COVID era are now used cars that are not in the marketplace today. So the price of used cars was going to go up around this time anyway, no matter who is president, but this could compound that by raising new car prices.
So if you're in the market for a car, I mean, should you do it before April 2nd? Is it sort of already too late because now demand could spike between now and then?
It's not too late. I would say be cautious and go into it with doing a fair amount of research. I would start the research now. This is for new car, by the way. I think it's depending on the supply, you might want to contact your local dealer and say, hey, do you have a lot of these or do you have almost none of these? That might help give you some guidance. With used car buyers, I would start now. It's not necessarily that by a certain date you have to buy the car, but we already know that used car prices were going to go up. This won't help if it goes through. So as a used car buyer, and I mean a buyer of a lightly used car, if you're looking for a car that costs $10,000 and that's what you're looking for your kid or something, great. You can take your time on that probably. But anyone who's looking for a lightly used car, say 1 to 4 years old, I would speed that process up.
Okay, Brian Moody, thank you.
Thanks.